My fellow Nigerians, this is my message to Nigerians. Two, it is a kind of conversation. I want us to have conversation because it is very, very important. It is very, very critical we select the right leader, because the only person that can change situation in every country, in everywhere, is a leader. Once we get the right leader, the effective leader, things will change. Because what it takes is one person to change things. So that's why leadership is very, very important. That's why before we select somebody as a leader, the person must be tested. If somebody is not tested, we shouldn't trust that person. Because we can't be doing the same thing over and over and expect a different result. So it's like somebody who wants to slim down, and you keep on feeding yourself the same food, the same activity, the same thing. You cannot achieve it. You have to go extra mile to do something different. So in this situation, Nigerians have to do something different. We can't keep on electing leaders based on tribe, based on religion, or based on political leaning. That is a childish thing to do. And we can't be, we can't be acting like children forever. This is more than 60 years. A 60-year-old person is not, or 65 years, is not a child anymore. And time flies. So we all have to make hay while the sun shines. So we need to select a leader, not somebody who is manipulating us. Somebody who is taking advantage of the situation. We want somebody who has integrity. Yes, I know it's not easy, but then we have to get that right person. Somebody that has a character. Because somebody who is contented in himself, not somebody who will see leadership as an advantage, as an opportunity to enrich his family, as an opportunity to, take advantage of people. They say anybody who demands something is poor. So if we want a leader who is, in fact, a leader is somebody who requires a little thing. It's not somebody who wants to fill in his hands and pockets, line up his hands and pockets and his cronies. We don't want that, because it's not going to achieve anything. It's not going to make a difference. So leadership is very, very important. It's about character, integrity. Do we trust that person? Do we trust the person when things are tough? Do we trust the person when things are going well? Do we trust the person when things are highly difficult? Is the person ready to take a difficult situation, a difficult decision? That means if the person cannot take a difficult decision, that means he can't pull Nigeria out from its doldrum. Because the person who is capable of doing that must be somebody who has conviction. See, a leader must first has conviction, what he believes, his values. Is he able to stick to that value? Is he able to, take that value seriously? Is he showing a sign of commitment? These things are factors we have to look into. We are not going to let somebody who has no value, who has no principle. Because if you don't have a value, if you don't have values and principle, you are empty. You are just interested in leadership, but you are not really, don't have passion for it. You don't have a drive for it. You can't achieve anything. We don't want somebody who will be lining up their pockets. Like Obi said that if you stop stealing, your family, your wife stops stealing, and your children stop stealing, you've reduced corruption by 60%. We don't want somebody who is interested in only his family, his children, and his wife. Because that person is the person who doesn't know what he's doing. Because One, if you are a leader, you must have conviction. And if you have conviction, you must have deep commitment to that. You must develop your values. You must develop, that character. That character that is very, very important, that gives us integrity. So, without that, people cannot trust you. And if people don't trust you, you can't lead them. If we get a leader who is trustworthy, then Nigerians will trust the person. Then things will keep on changing. Then people will relocate. People will make different changes. Is the person we are trying to elect come 2027 a trustworthy person? Or is it the same person we are chiseling out? So if we are going to elect somebody who is still giving us, bad history, who is still not making changes, then we are not going nowhere. It's like a person who says he wants to, control his weight and still eating the same amount of food he's eating, not exercising, not looking after himself. That person cannot achieve that. It takes a principle. It takes, hard decision for you to achieve something. So in this case, in the case of Nigeria, we have to take a hard decision to select a leader who knows what he's doing, a leader who is not manipulating us. Because majority of Nigerians are allowed themselves to be manipulated. Effective leader doesn't influence by manipulation. He influences by action. He influences people by his character and the trust people have on that person. You have to earn the trust. So that is why we're saying now that yes, Obi is the right person. I'm bold to say it because he's been tested. He's been a governor. We didn't find him wanting. So apart from that, the spirit of excellence is on him. He understands what it means to pursue excellence. So somebody who knows how to do something effectively well, somebody who has the spirit of excellence, who lack the spirit of mediocrity. We don't want mediocres to come to the corridors of power. You don't need to be educated to be wise. Education does not give you wisdom. Education can give you information, but when it comes to wisdom, which is application of knowledge, it doesn't matter what you read. It doesn't matter the kind of where you study. But what matters is somebody who is committed, who understands what it means to have a vision, who understands what it means to lead, who understands the principle of conviction. Is that leader convinced about himself? Because once you have that conviction, you are ready to deliver. So you can't be going there and be playing ball and wasting Nigeria's time. Look at 4 years wasted. We want to waste another 4 years. That is insanity. That is the message I'm sending to all Nigerians. We should set aside childish things. What is childish thing? Electing somebody because he's from your tribe. Electing somebody because he goes to the same church with you or the same religion with you. It doesn't change anything. What changes something is when we have a clear eye assessment and see somebody who is trusted, who is tested. Because a leader who is trusted must be tested. And if somebody is not tested, there is no way we can give our trust to that person. Thank you.